This season of the Urban Conservative Podcast is brought to you by Newton for Senate, working to improve education, reduce taxes, and keep North Carolina #1 for business. Find out more at newtonforsenate.com. This episode of the Urban Conservative has also been sponsored by Case Technology Consulting. Help your business get value out of its data and become more efficient and streamlined. Case Technology Consulting. Check out the link in the description. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. It's time for Top of the Morning here on the Urban Conservative. Yours truly, Abdul Ali, rocking with you. It is a Tuesday morning. Glad that you can be here with us on the #1 morning show on the interwebs, tuconservative.com, the link you see on the bottom of your screen, the way you can support our mission of sharing conservative values and principles to urban communities across this great nation of ours, while we support conservative candidates across this great and wonderful nation. Ladies and gentlemen, glad you're rocking with us here on the Urban Conservative. Got to give a couple of real quick plugs. I will be honored to be joining the Young Republicans. I'll be a speaker at the NCFYR picnic. It is going down the 15th at Crutchfield Farms. You can visit the North Carolina Federation of Young Republicans website to get more information on that. And also today, I'm honored to have former Congressman and Pastor Mark Walker joining me for a lunch and learn in the Charlotte community. So if you're able to get out to that, would definitely love to have you join us for that. But ladies and gentlemen, going down on a Tuesday, so much to get to here on Top of the Morning. First things first, folks, we want to start talking about this lady right here. And if I made you spill your coffee by popping that picture up, I'm completely sorry for doing that. But Nancy Pelosi under fire in the news because of, get this, January 6th. There is an unaired video showing Nancy Pelosi admitting responsibility for not having National Guard at the Capitol on January 6th. Yeah, I had to cut the music off for that one. You heard me right, ladies and gentlemen. There is an unaired video showing Nancy Pelosi admitting responsibility for not having National Guard at the Capitol. In the video provided to House Republicans, it reveals then Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, admitting responsibility for not having the National Guard protect the Capitol building ahead of the protest on January 6th. The footage that Politico noted was shown in a video shot by the former Speaker's daughter, documentarian Alexandra Pelosi, and recently provided to congressional investigators by the HBO. It was never aired, nor did Alexandra provide it to the January 6th committee when it was supposedly investigating the Capitol riot. That committee also never subpoenaed Speaker Pelosi or her daughter for comments about the riot. Now, here's the interesting thing about this. Everybody said Donald Trump was wrong. Donald Trump's a conspiracy theorist. Donald Trump was out of his mind. But this video substantiates claims by former President Trump that Pelosi was responsible for failing to prepare sufficient security ahead of the protest. Trump also offered the National Guard in the days before the Stop the Steal rally, but was refused. He was later faulted by critics for not intervening and to send the Guard during the riot. However, we got the video. We're going to watch the video. If y'all want to watch it, we have it. It's right here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a listen.
We have responsibility, Terry. We did not have any accountability for what was going on there, and we should have. This is ridiculous. You're going to ask me in the middle of the thing when they've already breached the inaugural stuff that should we call the Capitol Police? I mean the National Guard? Why weren't the National Guard there to begin with?
They thought that they had sufficient resources.
That is not a question of how they had, but they don't know.
Yo, that is an angry lady, ladies and gentlemen. That Nancy is bitter and mean and angry. Oh my gosh. But you hear in the video clearly at the very beginning.
We have responsibility.
Yeah, you had responsibility. Exactly right. You had responsibility on January 6th to protect the Capitol. And like I said, this video is substantiating what President Trump had to say. She later rejected Republican nominees for the minority positions on the January 6th committee, the first time in history that the leader of the majority party had done so, and instead handpicked two anti-Trump Republicans. The result was a completely one-sided investigation that declined to question her role in the events. And despite that one-sided nature of the investigation, prosecutors have used its proceedings in criminal cases against Trump and his supporters. But there you have it. Without a doubt, no question about it, Nancy Pelosi saying they have responsibility. She had responsibility for securing the Capitol. There you have it. Fresh off the press, ladies and gentlemen. You're rocking here on Top of the Morning here on the Urban Conservative. Yours truly, Abdul Ali, rocking with you. We're going to take one quick commercial break. We're going to come back, talk about the NFL and Pride Month. Let's get into it. Country illegally cast a ballot. It takes the power of your vote away. Visit onlycitizens.vote to find out how you can contact your legislature and get them to pass a citizens-only voting amendment. Again, visit onlycitizens.vote and defend your right to vote. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're back. You're rocking with us on Top of the Morning here on the Urban Conservative. Glad that you are with us, as always, each and every Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. right here on the Urban Conservative for Top of the Morning. Now, as you all know, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the throes, I was going to say knee deep in it, but that won't work. We're deep into Pride Month, ladies and gentlemen. It is Pride Month, and as many as 10 of the NFL teams have refused to offer any LGBTQ Pride Month messaging for the month of June. Of the NFL's 32 professional teams, just 22 commemorated Pride Month with the start of June over the weekend via social media, reaching a combined 42 million followers overall. While the NFL did not issue a direct LGBTQ Pride Month message, it did repost message from the Chicago Bears and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The 10 teams who refused to issue a Pride Month message as of this morning are as follows. You have the Pittsburgh Steelers, Cleveland Browns, Cincinnati Bengals, Tennessee Titans, Kansas City Chiefs, the Denver Broncos, the Dallas Cowboys, the Green Bay Packers, the New Orleans Saints, and the Atlanta Falcons. Now, what's surprising on that list is that you have no Pride messaging from the Atlanta Falcons. Atlanta, of all places, has no Pride messaging? You've got to be kidding me. Last year, the NHL said that its teams would no longer wear the rainbow-colored LGBTQ-themed jersey during pre-game warm-ups for Pride Night. That same year, the NHL Pride Nights became a hot topic when defensive man Ivan Provorov refused to participate in his team's Pride Night due to his Orthodox Christian faith. Okay? So the thing about this, right? I think people watch football, watch basketball, watch baseball, watch sports because they want an escape from politics. They want an escape. They want to cheer for the team and forget the troubles of the world for just a minute, and just concentrate on the game. Nobody wants to bring their kid to a baseball game. Nobody, no good parent anyway, wants to bring their 10, 9, 8, 7-year-old, 12-year-old, 10-year-old to a football, basketball, baseball game and have to worry about explaining why that man is over there in assless chaps. Nobody wants to do that. So good on those 10 NBA teams. Good on you for not falling in for it. Again, that's the Pittsburgh Steelers, Cleveland Browns, the Bengals, Titans, Chiefs, Broncos, Cowboys, Packers, Saints, and Falcons. All have refused to participate in the Pride Month shenanigans. And there was a video. Y'all know they have these parades everywhere. There was just a video that came out of this young man. I don't know how else to say it, but the young man was basically saying he loves seeing the kids at the Pride Parade. Why, sir, would you like seeing kids at a pride parade, I wonder? Very interesting. But there you have it, folks. 10 NFL teams refusing to participate in Pride Month. Good on you. We'll be right back after this commercial break. We're going to talk about Biden and amnesty for illegals. Y'all don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.
Doesn't mean you have to vote Democrat. This year, in order to see benefits for our communities, we need to vote outside the box. Find out more by visiting us at tuconservative.com.
All right, folks, you're back. You're rocking with the TUC twins here, or one of us anyway, here on Top of the Morning. Abdul Ali rocking with you. If you haven't done so already, again, TU Conservative is the website you can go to. Show us a little love and support. $ TU Conservative on the Cash App. You can also sponsor an episode or a season of episodes. And if you're a candidate wanting to extend your reach, please reach out to us, and we would definitely be able to help you do that. Now, last thing we're going to talk about this morning is Joe Biden's money people are demanding migrant amnesty during the 2024 campaign. And we're talking about the investors who helped elect President Biden in 2020, want a last-minute amnesty for roughly 1 million illegal migrants, even as multiple polls show rising public opposition to cheap labor migration. The Democrats' pro-migration donors and investors recognize that Biden is losing. And they're absolutely desperate, says Kevin Lynn, the founder of the U.S. Tech Workers Association. If Trump is elected, truth is he'll have a mandate to deport 21 million people. Okay? Any Biden amnesty late in the campaign would draft diverse party activists to defend the investors' single cause of migration instead of their varied progressive causes, said Lynn. The amnesty push is also an insane threat to Biden and his other left-wing non-migration interest groups because it raises their chance of collectively losing in November. Now, this amnesty plan would grant immigration parole status to possibly 1 million illegal migrants and spouses of American citizens. That grant would provide work permits, 2 years of temporary residence, and an incentive for a lot of marriage fraud. So if you're telling people if you're here illegal but you get married, you can stay, you're gonna create a lot of marriage fraud, a lot of unhappy folks. But this, I think, is just the flailing that they realize what's happening in North Carolina. Okay, they recognize that they are in a position to lose. Okay, Forward.us, the new amnesty push emerged in April from Forward.us, Mark Zuckerberg's lobby group for West Coast investors. Let me see if I can pull up FWD.us. Hold on, .us. Let's go ahead and pull this up. See if they'll let us pull it up. Here you go. Yeah, this is the Zucks group right here. Hold on. Share this tab. Here you go. New polling demonstrates ongoing support for criminal justice reform. This is all Zuckerberg's. Okay, this is all Zuckerberg stuff. Look, notice how they had a family up there. No. Now look at this. White family completely intact. Black family, no father. Wonder what they're trying to get at with that. Okay? Now let's look at this. Look at this. Would y'all look at this? Would you look at this? Come on. Clearly a bunch of liberals. I can look at somebody and tell that they are a liberal. Yes, I can. Anytime you see that bone through the nose thing, 90% of the time you're dealing with a liberal. But here's the fact of the matter, folks. They're going to do everything they can. The left in this country is going to do everything they can to get as many illegal voters, illegal aliens, amnesty, the right to vote, whatever you want to call it, because they are terrified that the left is going to lose this election cycle. And why are they going to lose this election cycle? Because the cost of food, the cost of rent, the cost of fuel, the safety, non-safety, I should say, of our communities, the fentanyl coming over the southern border itself, the fact that Biden is cognitively and mentally clearly declined to the point where he's unable to do the job. So that's what you're looking at, folks. Well, you have been rocking with us here on Top of the Morning here on the Urban Conservative. We really appreciate each and every one of y'all for rocking out with us. As always, for my twin brother Raheem, Architect Soto, I am Abdul Ali. I'll see y'all tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. right back here for Top of the Morning on the Urban Conservative. Peace and love, y'all.
Doesn't mean you have to vote Democrat. This year, in order to see benefits for our communities, we need to vote outside the box. Find out more by visiting us at tuconservative.com.